Hey everybody, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. Thanks for joining me. After many requests on how to do a head rotation or a head turn, I thought we would go back and visit our character that we started with in the first two live streams and put a head rotation and a head turn on him and some other things. So, as always, if you got questions, jump on in, ask away, let's have a conversation. You just want to watch me work, that's fine too. Alright, so here we go. Alright, I'm back at our character here, and as we go to set up head rotation, I want to make sure we're in our bone layer. Remember, still have the animation from last time. If you didn't see that, you can go back and watch the first two streams and check that out. Somebody could chime in. Playing a different music selection tonight, but I don't know if the volume's okay. If somebody could just chime in and let me know, that'd be awesome. Hear my voice over the music. Very cool. But anyway, so there we go. Somebody asked about the squash and stretch. We showed you that in the character development live stream I did with the ant in the picture. I showed you how to do that squash and stretch motion. So if you want to learn how to do that, you can go check that out. Alright, so we got the animation, but you always, when you add new bones and add new things to a character, you always want to make sure you're on frame 0. That's how it all starts. That's where you can add bones. Once you get past 0, you can't add bones or anything like that. So always when you're adding things, you want to make sure you're on frame 0. So we're back in our control layer as we set it up. Go to the add bone tool. Alright, and we're going to click Alt and then hold down Alt and then click on the screen, and that makes sure no other bones are selected. So when we add a new bone, it is not a child of any other bone. So now we can add our bone. Alright, and we're just going to call this one head turn. Now we're gonna go up to bone. We're gonna make it a smart bone, right? Smart bone dial. So we click on smart bone dial right there, and I have it set up from a -90 to a 90, which gives me a full 180 degree. So from 0 to -90 would give me one motion. From 0 to 90 would give me an opposite motion or a secondary motion. So when you set up a smart bone dial, and that way you can get two movements out of it. In this case, we'll go right and left head turn. So there you go. This brings us into our smart bone, and your timeline will get highlighted blue. That lets you know that you're in your head turn or smart bone, setting up your action for your smart bone. So as you can see here, this is the furthest point of your head turn, and you can, as I move this, you can watch on your screen and you can see the actual bone movement. Alright, so that sets it up. So now that we're here, we're going to do our head turn. We're going to move our shapes around to get our head moved to the side. So we just got to go into his head shape, and we got to find all the parts we want to move. So, usually a good place to start is like a nose or something like that. We're not going to go fully to the side. We'll just more of a 3/4 view. Alright, so we're going to select all the points for the nose, and we'll move it over. Alright, so pretty easy so far, right? So now, when that bone moves, that nose moves. So once we move everything over, it'll look like his head's turning. And that's the whole concept behind it. So we'll grab the mouth, right? And we'll grab the layer tool, since it is a combine layer. Now we'll grab this side and we'll kind of shrink it down just a little bit. Right there. So now when we turn this, because one thing you want to think about in a head turn is when the head actually turns, there is perspective involved. So if you don't know about perspective or what perspective is, I'm sure you can get on YouTube and find a lot of tutorials and articles about perspective, drawing in perspective. So when you turn, as things get further away, they go to a vanishing point, right? So, and even in a head turn, the nose will appear to be smaller, the mouth will go in perspective to that vanishing point. So those are things that you want to think about when you're doing that. So we'll come back and we'll adjust some of these points as well. Let's go to the glasses. And we're going to move these. Now these are going to be a little bit different for us. What we're going to have to do, we're going to move them, right? And we'll match it up to the nose, kind of like its face. But then what we'll do is we'll bring, you know what, I don't want to do that. Go back. I am going to select the points. I am not going to use the layer tool. I'm going to select the points to do this, because it'll help us with our perspective, which I was just talking to you about. So we'll move it over right here. Right, and then once we grab this side right here, watch what happens. Only that one side shrinks in. See that? The rest of it stays. So we'll keep moving it over and adjusting it to how we want it. This one side will shrink in. This side will stay. Does that make sense? Hopefully it does. Alright? And so here, we'll want to make sure, come in and adjust some things. So we'll grab points on his glasses right here. There. Right? Grab points on his glasses right here. Good, I'm glad. Hopefully this will help you out. Thanks for joining the stream. Can get tedious doing a head turn because it's some trial and error. Sure. As you can see here, I'm adjusting, right? It's perspective. You see that? It's going to a vanishing point at the end. So we'll just keep adjusting as we go, making it work for us. This whole outside line, the glasses got a little fatter. I'm gonna move that in. That work for us. Right? And I'm actually gonna, since the glasses here, actually I'm gonna widen those out so it gives us a little more forced perspective on his glasses. It actually looks like it turned, so now let's try and see what happens. Alright, it's coming. Yeah, we'll have to adjust it some, but it's coming. And, you know, you're working with each part, so it might look awkward at first, but once you get in there and you start actually moving all the parts around, it'll come together for you. Alright, so let's get the hair. And once we're there, the hair. Alright, and let's get the head shape. Face, and we're actually going to move these points around. It's going to change it up a little bit. Get those 2 points. Grab our move tool. And we'll add perspective on this side. If you hold down the Alt, it'll actually give even both sides. See both sides moving? Now if I just do one, it only pulls one side down. Does that make sense? So there you go. So that'll add a little perspective to the turn. Now when we turn it, it's like his head's actually rotating with it. Gives you that chin element that kind of turns, kind of sells the illusion of a head turn. Alright, so let's go back to our controls. Still good on the head turn to that side. Let's go back to our eyebrows, and let's move our eyebrows over. I'll select both eyebrows. Those over. Once again, I'll just select the one side so that I can pull it in. Edit its perspective a little bit. So, now I'll take this eyebrow. I'll actually spread it out. Pull it across. So now, when he turns, this brow down so it kind of stays in the perspective. Remember, it's pointing to the vanishing point, right? I think this needs to come in a little bit. I want this bottom point on this head shape to come up. It's a lot of tweaking, a lot of chin to come out a little more as well. Alright, we'll take his nose. I'll actually bring that out a little more. And I'm going to adjust that some. So we're going to zoom in so we can see what pull these points. By pulling that shadow down like that, it's going to give the illusion that the nose is actually sticking out further. Alright, so that'll give us a little more. See that? Gives that illusion that that nose is really poking out there. Alright, let's zoom it out. Everybody with me so far? Anybody got any questions? Post them in the comments. Cool. Alright. Alright, so here's the one thing that you're gonna have to do is decide where you want to animate this ear to come in front. So what we're gonna do is you gotta go up to the control layer and you gotta go to depth sort and you gotta enable animated layer order. You can only move layers around and animated this is checked. Enable animated layer order. Hit apply, hit OK, and this will allow us to move our layer order around. So I'm thinking that somewhere in that area right there, let's say 42. Now it's going to depend on your character and how it's built if you wanted to do that. But I'm going to take that ear and I'm actually going to move it up in front of the head shape, right? I'm actually going to move it in front of the glasses so that it jumps right in front. Put it in the head layer. I don't want to do that. Alright, it's not animating for me. Let's see. Hey, how's it going, man? Hope you're doing alright. Having a little bit of issue here. It's not wanting to animate for me. And I don't know why. It's got me puzzled. Don't know why it's not animating for me. Not kidding. The other one. Maybe. Possibly be it. Let's go delete the animation that we have on there. Could be giving us an issue. Don't know, but let's delete it. Go back to our head turn. Crazy on it. Shape or apply that. See what happens. I'm not knowing why it's not working. Don't know. Sorry. We'll keep figuring it out. Bear with me. Maybe you might run into this. You never know. See what happens. Aha! I think I figured it out. Got to go into the head folder also. Sorry. And enable animated layer order. Yee ha ha ha. We gotta put that in a separate folder. Alright, so that's what you have to do. So, alright, let's go back and let me show you how it's doing. Grab the ear, right? It's gotta shave it. Then we're gonna jump it above the glass right there. Now, see, here we go. There we go. And then once we get our bone fully moved, of course we'll move that all the way across with it. So now, rotating. Probably wanted to jump in front of glasses. Or we'll go into the glasses layer and we'll actually make that. Until it jumps in front. So now it's smoothly in front of it. I think I'm going to actually stretch that ear out a little bit as well. Alright, and then once we're there, we're actually going to take this other ear, and really easy, we're just going to hide that behind the head since it's already there. So as he moves, that ear will pop out, just like that. Is that making sense to you guys? Anybody watching that get it? Are you understanding what we're doing here? I will post this if you're just joining me on my YouTube channel, so you can go back and watch and see every step that we did. I'm explaining it as I go. So the one thing that we were having the hang up on, in case you're just joining the stream and you missed that, was in the control where the bones are located, you got to go to depth sort, enable animated layer render. What's up, Joseph? How's it going, man? I didn't know that was you the other night. So enable layer order. All right, got to apply, and then if all your layers, yeah, peanut hair. You're right. And if you go to his head folder, you have to enable animated layer order as well. So if you have the layers in a folder, you got to turn on the depth sort, enable animated layer order as well, and that's how you cool. And that's how you can actually get the ears and any layers inside of a folder where you can animate the layer order. So if you're just joining us, that's how we're accomplishing that with the ears. Actually, I think, and it's really about tweaking as you go to get it to look right, how you think it should look. So here, I think I want these glasses to actually stick out a little further. Something like that. Now, if you wanted to add another layer to fill in those glasses, if you wanted to get that detailed, you certainly could. I don't think I'm going to do that. I don't think I want to do that at this point. But we can go to his hair, and we can actually tweak his hair and kind of give us another curve in there, give us a different approach. Go to our Bezier curves. So now it gives us that 3D feel to it. Like I said, you can tweak it till the cows come home. You know, make it your thing. But you get the idea. Also, Joe mentioned that you were possibly looking for a demo. It's put out by Smith Micro, and it's called Moho. The company is Smith Micro, so you can go to their site, Smith Micro, and you can find a trial copy of it. You can add points all along the way to animate your shape. Smith Micro, exactly. The same people, they put out Poser. They put out Anime Studio. And then it's called, what's it called now? Software. I might not have it on this computer. It was called Manga Studio. Now it's called Clip Paint Studio or something like that. It's like a Photoshop for drawing comics. So Smith Micro, good company, good products. Pull his nose out a little more. Yeah, a lot of people use it, RPG Maker and things like that. I've seen, what's the platform? There's some tutorials, some guys were using it to make some video game characters for a platform. They were using this software, so it could definitely be used for that. This is feeling a little in the glasses area, so I'm going to change that around. Not what I want to do. Select that, like that eye. Just going to slide this over. Give it more of a that. Yeah, that feels more. I got one. Hope that's making sense to you guys. It's really just moving layers and moving points till you get what you want. And anywhere from 0 to 100 to where your bone maxes out on its dial, you can add points along the way to shift things. If you want something to move a little faster in the turn, you can do that. You can add it all along the way. You do a body turn the exact same way. I mean, it's the exact same thing, except you got a body and you're turning the body parts just like we're doing the head. So we will, like I told in passing, we will do a full character. I don't know if it's going to be this guy, because I really want to show from sketching the concept, bringing the sketch in, and designing it full character from head to toe. So we'll be doing that in the future. I don't know when. I only do streams when I have time available. So, but that will be coming in the future. So there you go. That's basically a head turn right there. So that's one side. So to get the head turn going, you got to do it all over again to the other side and try to get it to match up. So let's go to our controls here. Cancel. Remember, you double click on mainline to get yourself back out to your main timeline. Alright, so grab our manipulate bone tool, and that's how we actually animate. Remember, eyes blinking, things like that. So if we get our head turned that way, we can blink his eyes, move his brows up and down. He's got the squash and stretch going in his head, right? That's kind of creepy. So what we could do, stop that, is we could actually put the eyes on its own layer, and that way it would go under the glasses and you wouldn't see this action right here where it goes above the glasses. I actually have the eyeballs and the glasses on the same layer, so if I took that off, we could just do a limited eye side to side point. So we want him to come back, so come out to about frame 8 or 10. We'll bring his head back, and in the middle, squash his head down. Right. So now we and that there. We'll squash his head back up. We'll stretch it back out. Sorry. Usually when your head goes down, you might blink. So blink him there. Put his eyes there. Nice head turn. So I hope that makes sense. If anybody's got any questions, you're welcome to ask. But the body turn is created the exact same way as we're doing right here. You will have some bone movement available, manipulation in a body turn where you move arm bones around, and you actually do that by this tool right here, which is called your transform bone tool, and you can just grab these points and actually move them around on the body, which I will get to when we do a full body turn. But really, if you do just what I'm showing you right now, you can get a 3/4 body turn back and forth on your character. So I hope that is making sense, everybody. I've said that a few times. I need to quit saying that. So there we go. Head turn. Bring his brows down. And up. Brows up. And there we go. So let's click on our second head turn 2. Alright, let's go the other way, because that's what it's all about. We'll grab that nose and we'll move it over. Right? Grab the glasses, select all the points. Oh, don't want to do that. Select these points here. Drag those back. Got a curve on it that I need to get rid of right there. Give us a nice straight. But there again, we're going to edit our perspective. Vanishing point. Come to this side. Make it a little bigger. Holding down Alt. Both sides. Right? Do you sketch before you buy or start? Yeah, Joe, a lot of times I do sketch it all out, and I did a stream. It's got the ant on the picture, the last stream I did, and it kind of talked about character design, and I'll go through sketches. I don't have my sketchbook. Oh, got some here. I posted that ant, and I showed some pictures, and I sketched several pages and pages of character designs before I land on it. Just kind of figuring it out as I go, and then once I decide, then I'll get in the program. I don't always bring the character into the program. A lot of times I'll just have the picture sitting here on my desk and then make it from there. So, but I do sketch out. It's always good to have a map of where you're headed, so that you don't work longer. It's not a necessity, but a lot of times I like to know where I'm going, so I don't spend extra time doing stuff I don't need to be doing. So adjust his nose. Remember, we took this shadow, kicked it back. Make the nose kind of poke out a little bit of the front. That really gave it that 3D feel. And we took his glasses. And we out here. Once again, holding the Alt scales it, keeps it uniform scale. That's the words I've been looking for. Uniform scale, right? So it keeps it in a uniform scale. So now the way we move it. So now we're going to animate that right ear, and somewhere in this area we're going to jump that right ear up those glasses. Gonna move it back just a hair. That out. That's a group layer, so we're going to actually grab the whole layer tool and move it. Scale it. And your main control phone does not appear the same as mine. I don't know if I'm following you. Phone does not appear the same. Does it operate the same? Does it look different? Are you running Moho or Anime Studio maybe? Talk to me. Tell me what's going on. Grab both of our eyebrows here. So adjust this perspective, remember? Adjusting that. I think I'm gonna bring these glasses in a little bit right there as well. A lot of tweaking. To get it to look right. That hair. And with the head shape, that made a big difference. I have a notepad in the phone. Are you talking about over here on my control layer? This right here coming out of the phone? If that's what you're talking about, that appears when you click on control, go to depth sort, and allow enable animated layer order. That's what that little symbol means, that I can animate the layers in my bone. Alright? If that's what you're talking about, that's what it means. So if you want to animate the ears, the order of the ear in front of the head, behind the head as it turns, you have to hit this button here, and then that will appear on your bone. If that's what you're talking about, let me know. there, I put those in the wrong spot, so all you gotta do is grab them and drag them on top. It'll keep it spot. Let's go to that head. Where were we at? We were in the head shape base. Fix that. Did that answer your question? Let me know if that answered your question. Did my explanation, was that answering your question? Now, if we wanted to get extreme about this, right, we could actually, like that ear. I'll fix that ear. Oh, this. I'll come back and fix it. Anyway. You can put it totally aside. Certainly not following you. I'm so sorry. I'm not following what you're asking me. It's tough. But when we get here, if we wanted to, in the head turn, we could actually take the whole head shape, right? We could, no we can't. Parts. We could take we can move it out if we wanted to. Take the glasses. Brows. Get the nose, select it all. Mouth. hits that neck and gives more perspective to the chin. Get that? So we can go back and adjust the ear. My nemesis. Ecuador. Wow. Good to have you with us, man. Thanks for joining us from Ecuador. Cool. So, if we go back up to our control bone, everyone click on our main line right here. Go back up to our bones. Right? We got him going that way. And then we can come up to bones. We can freeze this pose. That way it holds there. At 18, we want him to go the other way. Gotta fix that. See him doing that right there. Go to the music. Alright, go there. So in the middle, squash him down. Blink his eyes. And right there. Comes up. Eyes open. Eyes eye. The mask. Can you put it totally aside with mask? If you're talking about the ears, can you put the ears totally aside? You can put things inside of a mask. I like my ears on the outside of the mask. So there you go. That's a head turn, ladies and gentlemen. Now it would definitely need to be tweaked. I would have to fix this part up here, but you get the gist. Spend as much time as you want on it. Figure it out. That head turning. So really wanted to swing it around. You can animate the bones like we did last time. Wash it really down. There you go. So that is a basic head turn. Hope you guys learned something from that. Hey my friend, how's it going? From India, correct? Nikhil from India, good to have you with us. Just showed how to do a head turn. So you can really get a lot of movement and life out of a character by adding simple turns, head turns, and things like that. Gives it a believable 3D look. That's really all I plan on showing tonight in this stream. People were asking. So definitely we want to go in and tweak and fix, and, and make it your own character there. So if you guys got any questions, I'll stick around for just a minute. Hopefully I can answer them for you on a head turn, what we did tonight, or anything else if you want to ask. Be happy to answer it. Oh, good, man. Hey, yeah, my streams would go great with tea. I'm glad you're watching it with tea, man. It makes much more sense if you're drinking some tea in the morning. So good to have you with me. So if you guys got any questions, like I said, it's all I was really wanting to show. Some people were asking to make it into a head, show the head turn. So there we go. That is how you make a head turn. Body turn can be done the exact same way. If we wanted to, we could adjust the shadow in the head anything is animatable. You can put anything on a smartphone dial and animate anything. So all along the way, we can make it whatever we want. So let's go back. I'll show you just real quick. Head turn here. If I wanted to animate, that's why, right? Let's fix this. Go far enough. That was the problem there. And all you gotta do is actually select those points. I'm not showing you what I'm doing here. Go back. What I'm doing is I'm selecting these points. The issue we were having with that bone and then it jumping at the end was I have to grab these points. I actually made the animation too early, so the bone still had some dial left on it, and so now it should work all the way at the end, and we don't get that jump like we had. So go back up to our main line in our control window. Thank you. And there we go. And we can animate that head all the way. It shouldn't jump on us like it was. Going for the music. Oh, he's dancing. He's having a good time. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something from it. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Like I said, we will be doing a full stream coming up, a few streams coming up where we'll do a full character. And you can always hit me up, in the comments of the videos if there's things you're looking for future streams. I like character design on all those things, so I'm sure I'll be doing several on character design. Check me out on Facebook, Troy Pigu The Works, if you want to see some of the animations I've been doing. I've been doing a lot with the ant character that I did in the last stream. I've been posting a few little clips of his animation, how it's coming along. Matter of fact, I'll pull a couple up for you right now if you're interested. Alright, and I'll show you some. Let me see. This is one we were working on today, or I was working on today. Jumps out of his anthill. Trying to get the picture there. Let's see. Welcome, guys. Got him running. Animated a little dust particle. It goes translucent. I animated its opacity, so it only shows when it hits the ground. So anyway, that's stuff I've been working on. So I thought I would do that live stream for you. So Thanks for tuning in. Oh, and if you ever get this where your layers go totally opaque on you, you might have the translucency turned down. All you gotta do come here is go to your display quality and change that out, and that'll disappear. So if you're ever working and it kind of goes haywire on you and your display quality goes crazy, you can change that out. Alright, so hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, thanks for joining me. Thanks for hanging out with me. You guys have a great day wherever you are. Keep animating, keep working, keep making kids smile, alright? Thanks for joining me. You guys take care. Have a good one. Bye.